Hey guys, this is DFS Chan coming to you to talk about today's Champions League slate, um, February 15th. So it's a two-game slate. We're actually getting to really good matchups and really good teams in the Champions League stages. We're down to not very many teams in the tournament. So it's a two-game slate, like I said, PSG versus Real Madrid. PSG is a slight favorite at -110 at home. And then the second game is Sporting Lisbon versus Manchester City. Man City is the big favorite on the road at -278. So let's dive in and I'll talk about what my game predictions will be and then who will dominate possession more likely. That will lead to more DFS opportunities for those players on those teams. So PSG is, like I said, a slight favorite at -110. It all starts with the top three of the formation: Messi, Mbappe, and then depending on Neymar's injury situation, it could be Neymar or Di Maria. I think if Neymar does end up starting, he is underpriced for his role on the team and its upside. But, obviously with the injury situation, we'll need to monitor. And it is inherently risky pick to play Neymar, but then, most people will be, I think a lot of people will be scared to play Neymar in optimal lineups or their lineups. So I think that would be an interesting leverage pick. But Neymar has, his name is popular. He's a popular player, so I think the ownership will still be kind of high if he ends up starting. And then other than those three, Neymar/Di Maria, I think Verratti is probably my next pick for the highest upside amongst the three midfielders. And then after that, I think it's going to be the fullbacks, Mendes, and then Hakimi. Hakimi is a very interesting pick today, I think. He is very offensive-minded fullback. And I think this is going to be a kind of like a 50-50 possession game. It's going to be a very close matchup, I think. But the fact that they're at home, I love Hakimi to go up and down and cross the ball quite a bit today, creating a lot of chances for that team. I think for prioritizing stuff, I think, like I said, I think it starts with Messi and Mbappe. But then if you think PSG will struggle for Real Madrid, I like Toni Cruz starting here today. I think I like Cruz floor. I think he has probably one of the highest floors other than Kevin De Bruyne for Man City that we'll talk about. I think he has one of the highest floors on the slate today. But aside from him, I'm not too scared about his upside. Cruz, he's not the type of guy who scores like 3 goals like Messi or Mbappe or Ronaldo. I think Cruz will have a high floor, but not the biggest upside either. So, and then after him, it's all GPP. I think it's Asensio and then Benzema and Junior. I think Asensio gets some share of set pieces and he crosses quite a bit compared to Benzema and Vinny Jr. I think Benzema and Jr., you play them, I think you're going for either assist or goal upside. And then other players like in the midfield, and then the fullbacks, Carvajal, Mendy, and then Casemiro, and then Modric. I think you're just playing them for, GPP purposes, maybe get a goal because they don't really have that much high floor. But the high, and their fullbacks, Carvajal and Mendy, they don't really like to cross the ball that much as like Mendes or Hakimi on PSG. So I think if your salary requires you to play one of these lower priced players on Real Madrid, I think you're going for the goal upside. My match prediction is, let me pull it up. I actually have 1-1 draw. I know it's boring, but I actually think Real Madrid is going to dominate possession over PSG. PSG has been in bad form, I feel like, lately. I know they won their games here and there, but they only won 1-0. Real Madrid has been struggling a bit as well in their respective league, but I think I like Real Madrid to kind of stay even with PSG's pace, I think, so to speak. So PSG is more of like a very saturated, like their production is very saturated, and these three superstars up top. So I think Real Madrid overall has the, better team in my opinion. So, all right, the next matchup is Sporting versus Man City. I think Man City should win this easily. They've been in really good form, and even though they're on the road, I think they're going to dominate the possession. I think Sporting would, definitely be able to counterattack and score a goal or two if they, hit their peak. But Man City, let's go over them first. I mean, it all starts with Kevin De Bruyne and then Riyad Mahrez. I actually prefer Mahrez this time around because Mahrez has been in really good form lately. But both of those guys have been taking sets, Mahrez and De Bruyne. And then you will probably want to have one more Man City piece, whether it's Joao Cancelo or Phil Foden or Raheem Sterling. I think Cancelo has the highest floor amongst those three, but he plays the fullback position, so he's not as likely to be on the end of a score, even though he takes some shots outside the box. He likes to go up and down, but Foden and Sterling are more likely to score. But Sterling just came off of a hat-trick performance in the last game in the EPL. So I think Sterling is a sure bet to at least get a shot on goal, in my opinion. And then Phil Foden has been in okay form, but he's Phil Foden. He's so talented, so he can, definitely score one or two goals. And then the rest of them, and if you are trying to save up on salary, and if you think Man City will get clean sheet bonus, obviously Ederson is in play. If they won 1-0, 2-0, I mean, he's going to get 10 points, obviously, for that result. But in terms of the center backs, I think I prefer Ruben Diaz. So that will be interesting to see who lines up here and then who lines up on the right back position. But if this is the indication, if this is the actual starting lineup, I think I prefer Ruben Diaz over Laporte because Diaz is more aggressive on set pieces and, creating scoring chances for a center back. And then for like a deep GPP, you can definitely take a shot at Sporting, but you wouldn't be targeting their floor points. Rather you'd be targeting for their goal upside, right? Because I think Man City, no matter how the game goes, Man City will definitely dictate the possession. I think so. For that reason, I think Sporting, if you are playing Sporting players, you're going for their goal upside, and for their goal upside, Pedro Goncalves. He's also known as like Pedro Pote, Pote. But anyway, he's their best player, and he's probably the most likely to score a goal, along with Paulinho and Pablo Sarabia. I think I prefer Paulinho over Sarabia. So Paulinho and Goncalves, if you want to stack them up together, maybe for an assist and a goal potentially. But after that, I think it's only one other player I'm interested in. It's Pedro Porro. He used to play for Man City, but now he's going up against his former team. He likes to cross the ball quite a bit as well. So I think these four guys I'm interested in the order of Goncalves, Paulinho, Sarabia, and then Pedro Porro. One last thing I'll mention is maybe the motivation aspect of it that sometimes I don't talk about. If Bernardo Silva does end up starting, he used to play for a Portuguese. These guys are from Portugal. Bernardo Silva, Joao Cancelo, and Ruben Diaz, I believe. Yeah. So these three guys, I'll give them a little upgrade. I think they will be motivated to go to Portugal and then play against one of their former rivals. They used to play on a team that was rivals against Sporting Lisbon. So I think I definitely give them a little upgrade, Silva, Diaz, and Cancelo. So Cancelo, I like them. I like him a lot today to play well. But Man City should win this matchup pretty easily, I think. So anyway, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Once the starting lineup comes out, I will share my thoughts in the Discord channel. Thank you.